Good morning.
This is our 4th annual burning bowl ceremony here in this community.
Yes.
And it's one of the most favorite things that I do. So welcome. I'll start with these words by Bethroot Gwynn. What moves us? What opens us? What puts us in touch with spirit, with the cosmos, with the mysteries of life and death? Anything can do that. A tree, a cloud, a moth, a song. Whenever we open, there is wonder. Ritual is a way of opening. Our stories are perceptions of what we have experienced, what we have done or what was done to us, can become at times a very small rendition of events in our minds that form our habitual responses, a predictable way of reacting and being in the world. Even in our later years, or especially in our later years, there can be a desire to escape from the tightness of our bodies and the restrictions of our thoughts. Sometimes they become a prison of our sometimes it becomes a prison of repetitive stories. There is still creative thought, wonder, and awe to be felt, no matter what age we believe ourselves to be. No matter what responsibilities appear to burden us. Taking the time to loosen the bonds, the habits that keep us from creative thought, from an action that stimulates our unique imprint in the world. It's one of the healthiest, loving things we can do for ourselves. The hesitation is our idea of time. We think we still have time. We don't have to address that pesky issue now. Or perhaps we think that we've run out of time and nothing can change anymore anyway. But consider this. Each moment that we can release ourselves from whatever prevents us from experiencing our true nature, that nature of innocence, freedom, unconditional love, anytime, even for a few minutes, we can live in these expansive, high octaves of expression. This feeds us with such nourishment that timelessness, that sense of timelessness, becomes our companion. The blessed present moment expands our time into eternity. Jack Kornfield says, meditation and other rituals bring us face to face with our lives. If we are willing, they develop a stillness of mind and a strength of heart. And so an altar representing the elements, earth, the ancient crystals and rocks, air, the condor feather, water in my ordination chalice, and fire, which we will have very soon. It's a setting for our ritual of light. In a simple way, to lighten our load, to lighten us up. In a deeper way, to make space for our enlightenment, however we understand that concept. First, I'll lead you through a short meditation. Then we'll take a few minutes to write down our intentions and burn them in the cleansing fire. You have paper stapled on cardboard, and pencils will be passed around now, I guess. Yeah, pass around pencils now. Let's get that ready before the meditation. And you'll write on the tracing paper that's on there. And then when you come up to burn it in the fire, you'll tear it off the cardboard. We just do this so that the, well, we've taken down the fire alarms for just momentarily. But just to be sure that.
Where's the paper?
Everybody have one? Here's the paper. You need a pen? Did you get a paper? More here? Paper? I think, no, it's pencil. Thank you, Deborah. Happy New Year. Anyone else need paper? I need a paper. I need a pencil.
I need another paper.
Need pencil?
Where's all the papers at?
Right at the one next to.
You told me you don't have any extra time.
Okay, everyone have everything they need?
Everybody have paper? Okay.
Okay? Okay, great. Yes. So sit comfortably, closing your eyes or lowering your eyes to a point on the floor in front of you, however you feel safe. Breathing in slowly through your nose. Feel the breath coming into your nostrils, filling up your lungs. Slow your breath pattern down if possible. Quiet the breath. Being aware how it enters and exits the lungs and nose. Now bring your attention to your body. Is there any tightness in an old familiar place? A place you expect it to be? What if you softened that part of yourself? Giving a sigh and releasing that tight place just a bit. Or is there a thought that is running a loop in your mind? An undercurrent of anxiety, of loneliness, of fear. Taking a deeper breath and consider softening that thought so it doesn't run your life. Quieting, quieting, quieting. Knowing that there must be another way to live, to breathe. Asking for that way to come to you in a thought or a dream. Opening, opening, opening to your deeper inner life. Continue for a couple moments in silence. Now slowly open your eyes, take your pencil, and write your offerings to the fire. Whatever holds you back from deep peace. And when you're finished, and just take your time, the ones that are finished can start first. You can make 2 lines going up in front of the little cauldron because there's 2 candles to light your tracing paper off of. If you do not want to come forward, Deborah will gather your papers in this bowl and she will burn them. Yeah, anyone there? I invite you to extend the silence as we proceed. As much attention and self-love as you can give yourself. Release all this with a blessing, your own personal blessing, that it releases from your life. Everyone done? Okay. To the illumined mind, the whole world burns and sparkles with light. I joyfully release this ritual into that beautiful universal mind. Thank you, everyone. And so it is. The smell of success. So what happens to all the ashes in there? Do we have a ritual for the ashes? That's
Take them
lovely.
to the earth.
Take them to the earth. That's just lovely. That's a very special ritual. And you have to know that Reverend Donna Smith will be with us in 2 weeks, and she will follow up with what she does is her white stone ceremony. These stones come from Israel, and we write our intentions on those stones. So keep in mind what you did today, and bring those thoughts and words with you again in 2 weeks, and we'll do a white stone ceremony. So welcome to Foof. Love this place. Love this place. That's great. So today begins our 2-month journey into our financial contributions to Peace Health Palliative Care. They provide specialized medical care for people with serious illness. Their care focuses on relieving the symptoms and stress of a serious illness. The goal is to improve quality of life for both the patient and the family. Palliative care is provided by a specially trained team that works together with the patient's other doctors to provide an extra layer of support. It is appropriate for anyone at any age and at any stage in a serious illness. And it can be provided along with treatments aimed at curing an illness or condition. So your contribution to this program may be placed in the side of the basket that's going to be passed around with their logo, as you can see, Peace Health. On the other side is the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Florence. That is us. So we ask that you consider what's important in your life, the giving. It's that spiritual practice of giving. So as this basket is passed, if you're so inclined and you can make a contribution to one or both, please do so. If you can't, just accept the basket with love and pass it on to the next person. There's no expectation of your giving. You're going to enjoy some lovely music from Jeff, but before we begin, I ask that you repeat after me. Divine love through me,
divine love through me,
blesses and multiplies all that I am,
blesses and multiplies all that I am,
all that I give,
all that I give,
and all that I receive.
and all that I receive.
I am prosperous now.
I am prosperous now.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
So we're going to start in the back of the room, so if I have 2 volunteers on one on each side. Ray, would you do on this side? And Jay on the, and Colin got it on this side. So we'll pass from the back and we'll work our way to the front. How's that?
She's gonna confuse us all.
I know, it's going to confuse you all. It's a new year. It's a new tradition.
goes over there. What do you want?
We thank you for your spiritual practice of giving. Your contributions are received in most grateful appreciation. Brooke next week would like to talk a little bit more about palliative care. Little Ash. Also, I know that they're looking for volunteers to get into their program, to become a palliative care on the support team. So we'll hear more about this next week. Thank you, Brooke. If you would, let's welcome the kids back into the fellowship, and we're going to go into some announcements. For those of you who know, we do volunteer at the United Methodist Church the first Thursday every month to provide meals to anyone who walks through the door and needs a free meal. Judy's going to be making a soup. We need one other person that might volunteer to help make soup. We need a meat or a vegetable soup. You can take your pick. It's not that hard. You buy the ingredients, you show up, you make the soup, we help serve it, and it's a very rewarding experience. I can't be there in the next 2 months, so looking for anyone here who might want to be a volunteer to help Judy make some soup. Judy is back here. She is willing to work with you on that. Thank you for that. The other is, I'm wondering if anybody wants to join us. I've got a few of us that are going to be doing the Food Share Crab Crack on February 4th. And if you want to join us, maybe we can have a foof table. Let me know if you're interested in doing that, and I will arrange to have a table, but I need to know who, so I can reserve the space, so see me before you leave, okay? The Crab Crack, this is an opportunity at the Florence Event Center where Food Share comes together with all the crab you can eat, and all the fixings. It's very messy, it's very fun, it's very jovial. Sometimes they have a silent auction table so you can purchase some things. All of it is there to support Food Share of this area. So it's called the Crab Crack. And I'd love to get a food table. So if you're interested in joining our table, see me afterwards, okay? And birthdays you'll see in our program. We've got some birthdays coming up. Starting today, Darlene's not here, but it's her birthday today. And Saturday we've got Creating Mandalas with Carol Lorraine, Sunday service next week, etc., etc. So you can read all the things coming up on the program. So other announcements that we have. Let's see, received a flyer, ballots, Yes, hi, come on up. Put that down here. Announcements.
Okay, well, I've got a couple of things today. As soon as service is over, the fog is going to be leaving for Yahats for the New Year's Day Peace Hike. How many people here are planning on going? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 of us. So we will meet out in front as soon as the service is over and arrange our carpools and hit the road, because we're late already. Some people skipped us and already went. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit about is volunteering. FOOF is run by volunteers, and your board of directors does a lot of the heavy lifting. Sally puts in many hours of volunteer work, and we really need more volunteers to help with a lot of things. There's a new volunteer center in the cafe. As you go through the sliding door there, it'll be just to your right on the wall. And there are 3 different areas where we need volunteers. One is our cleaning crew. The cleaning crew signs up for a month at a time, starting at the 1st of each month, which is today. So you can grab the clipboard out of the cleaning crew pocket in there and sign up for something there. The next area is our hospitality team.
Sorry, I was handed this, so I'm just showing you what it looks like.
Okay. And this will be in the second pocket in the volunteer center, and this is for our greeters and people who bring refreshments each week. area Sally already spoke about earlier is our youth fellowship, who needs help with the children. So I would like to challenge all of you. There's something on each one of those lists that everybody can do. So I challenge all of you to choose at least one or two things each month to sign up and give a helping hand.
Be a part of this fellowship. Yes.
Okay, and thank you to all of you who have been.
Thank you.
So, 2 weeks from this afternoon, Florence Climate Emergency Campaign and Florence Citizens for Responsible Government will be co-sponsoring a program with St. Andrew's Episcopal Church on youth climate courts. And this is a way of getting young people, students, involved in changing the direction of our city and other agencies on the issue of climate change. Host your own human rights trial. The presentation will describe a unique new tool for young climate activists. Learn how to organize your own climate trial with youth judges, prosecutors, and juries to pressure your local government and other agencies to address the climate crisis. And the director is Dr. Tom Kearns, who is an emeritus professor at Seattle College and the director of Environment and Human Rights Advisory. He will be bringing 3 students with him, Joelle Wynn, Maya Stout, and Haley Fueling. And this will be Sunday, January 15th, 2 weeks, at 1:30 p.m. at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church over on 19th and Tamarack. It's free. Donations will be accepted to defray the cost. And I wanted to mention that Reverend Don Reynolds there has been very active in getting local students involved in the climate change issue. So I hope to see as many people as possible, and I'll probably be announcing it again before we have the program. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Maggie, and I've been here for a year now in Florence and participating in the lovely, lovely community of Fruth. And I have a gift to bring, which is a yoga class that we're going to start here this Tuesday, beginning of the year. We've got COVID behind us. We're all feeling old and stiff from this morning. And it is the opportunity to breathe more deeply, to inhale as you raise your arm and exhale as you bring it down. It's powerful. Yeah, you see, just like that. And it is a nice thing to do. I know most people go, oh, I can't do yoga. There will be chairs at the back for those of you who feel that you can't get up and down on your mat on the floor. So come and give it a try.
What time?
It is at
10:45
a.m. on Tuesday. So the chairs will be gone except for the ones at the back. And love to see you.
Thank you.
And there are donations. If you can't do that, please come anyway. All right.
Thank you, Maggie. Who said that?
Hi, I'm Annika, and I have been talking about this January 6th community think tank event that's happening, and it's happening on Friday. So the upcoming Friday, January 6th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Florence Event Center. We're creating a community space where people can talk about family issues like childcare and parks and community spaces. They really are factors that influence everyone in our community, not just families. And so while we want to encourage families to attend, we're encouraging anyone who really wants to participate in conversations about how we can support families in the community, and really especially supporting children to make sure that they have equal opportunities to experience joy and life and fun and all the good things. Yeah.
Time again.
Oh, it's from 5 to 8 p.m. The last hour is optional, so 5 to 7 is really the meeting time, and then we're just having the last hour as like people who want to continue the conversations.
Thank you.
Yeah, did you have a question?
My mom is doing it.
I'd like to invite you to our mandala drawing for unity class. That's this Saturday. We have it once a month. And if you haven't come and tried it yet, I'd love to have you join us. We have a nice little group that's ongoing. We're drawing in circles, which creates a feeling of peace, a feeling of freedom, and unity within yourself. And we're going to be working on our visions for the new year and creating symbols for your intentions for the new year. You do not have to be an artist. This is an artist meditation class, so it's more of a self-expression through meditation. It's this Saturday at 10:30 in the cafe till 12:30. Hope to see some new faces and the old faces.
And the old faces. Who are you calling old? So, yeah, good announcements this morning. We, as you can see, we are a group of, we don't sit around, we get involved, right? And really, what Deborah is saying is really true. We need each and every one of you to at least say yes to one thing. Just one thing going forward. I'll bring food, I'll be here to greet, I'll help with the kids, I'll help clean. It doesn't take much, and you get back far more than you ever give, let me tell you. So please find one or more of those clipboards, okay? We're a church of clipboards. Just say that right out loud. I'm not going to shy away from it. So let's extinguish our chalice, shall we? So I invite Catherine to come back up. These words are from Deborah Burrell. We have basked in the warmth and the beauty of this flame and this community. As the chalice flame is extinguished, let us carry its glow within. Let us kindle new sparks within these walls and beyond. You're free to take your phones off airplane mode. So we do have some closing music, but before we go there, I want to share with you some words from, let's see, who is this from? Arnaud Desjardins. I think I pronounced his name right. I looked it up. It told me how to pronounce it. So these are closing words. By feeling gratitude towards life, I move towards light, wholeness, universal energy, love. I move beyond the bounds of my own life and discover that I am an expression of form of universal life, of divine energy. Blessed be. So I ask that everybody rise as you are able. Let's make a comfortable circle around the burning bowl and the pulpit and the back. If you feel comfortable holding hands or locking arms, that's fine. If not, don't worry. We're going to sing our peace song. Jeff's going to lead us through that in just one moment. We invite you to stay, go into the food cafe and see. We probably have some coffee and maybe some wine. I don't know, maybe some champagne left over from something, and maybe some nibbles. Or head off to the fog hike. Are we ready?
Yes.
Jeff, we're ready.